Engen making a video about the King's move, which I'm just gonna say he does not understand. Engen Terzi does not understand what is going on when it comes to this style of arm wrestling. He just doesn't. He was wounded a long time ago by a practitioner of this move. He is confusing a foul with a technique. He does not understand what open top roll King's move, where the lines are and where the technical subtleties lie. As good as Engen is, he doesn't get it. This is a clip that's following from a talk that we had today on the presence of greatness. Got a link below to Neil's channel where the whole thing's eventually going to be released. My advice to anybody who's practicing arm wrestling or whatever, do what you can to win. And obviously there's rules, and don't try to necessarily force yourself to do anything any certain way based off of peer pressure or expectations that are limiting. Do what you can to win. King's move, open top roll, top rolls in general, like these are all parts of arm wrestling. And as soon as people start to say this one's good and this one's bad, that's when you are just losing technical technical girth. And you never want to do that. You never want to be like, I'm never going to lose my wrist to win a match. It's crazy. It's a crazy thing to say. To say that you'll never just ditch everything and get your pronation, if that's the answer, you're missing out. You're not as good as an arm wrestler. Now, that Arthur Makarov match with Engen Terzi, it's a great match. Awesome match. And I remember watching the match very closely. And there are subtle differences between what I will say is the King's move route in top rolling when it comes to technique. Mm-hmm. And what I believe really defines the King's move is you are holding on a pronation, and if it's close, and if you're at that red line, you're willing to basically give everything but that. Mike, do you agree with me?
I think the pronation is the key to it for sure.
Yeah. So pronation is kind of the anchor of one of the main anchors of the top roll. There's other things involved, obviously, but like when you start to hit those red lines, and it's like you're gonna either lose everything or have to give something up, and that's what a lot of arm wrestling is. You're gonna start to give away your wrist. You're gonna start to give away your shoulder commitment, but you're gonna hold on to that pronation like crazy. And Arthur, and with that match with Arthur and Engen, when I watched it, I talked to Engen privately, and I said, dude, you could have won that match. I said, you could have won that match if you had have given away, because he was kind of, Engen arm wrestles very fundamentally perfectly, right? I mean, I think everybody knows that. He controls all the aspects. Beautiful.
He's a master arm wrestler.
Yes, of course he is. But the problem is sometimes the other guy's stronger, right? Mm-hmm. And when the other guy's stronger, you kind of have to, find a way through that mess. And I remember he was trying to take the hand. So he was in the outside spectrum of arm wrestling. So top rolling, open top rolling, King's move, whatever, he's going out. And he was at that red line but he was still holding on to the package. He was still holding on to his cup. He was still holding on to his riser. He was still holding on to his shoulder commitment. And everything was kind of breaking together. And eventually his arm went down. And I told him, I said, if you had have ditched a few things and right around there just stuck that roll and given everything up, that match would have looked way different. And in my opinion, if Engen, and I've had this argument with Engen,
I say, if you would just embrace that concept and accept that this is a part of what you can do, you, Engen Terzi, as great as you are, you will be even better. And that's and then we fight. Then we fight.
You know, it's fascinating to me because